Guns and Silver and Knives back with you. Today we're going to be talking about the application and progression of a number of buck knives. No surprise there. Oh, look at there, that fella's a buck fan. Buck knives. So, we'll get on with it. Starting with a buck, custom buck 110 holster or sheath carry. A buck Slim Select 110 Hunter Slim Select thumb stud carry. A buck 722 Spitfire with the thumb hold for opening. And a buck 040 Onset, which is another custom carry knife. But this will go over some of the features and applications of my buck carry knives. Although I don't carry all my knives because I have to admit that many are just collectibles. First and foremost being a buck 110 classic, but with nickel silver bolsters. It has the clip point design, and it is the standard 420HT steel. But this is a workhorse knife. Everybody who knows the buck 110 since mid-1960s, it is a favorite of ranchers and hunters, working people. And next up would be like I said, another 110, but the Slim Select. It has some handy features to it. One being the pocket clip, deep carry pocket clip. I don't use these. I don't carry this knife out of convenience. I have the 112 Slim Select that have actually removed the pocket clip, and I carry it in a dual purpose leather carry pouch. I carry a utility tool, but I carry a buck products in the knife pouch I use that as a knife pouch. I know it's a wallet, an EDC general purpose carry pouch, but I use it to carry knives. This model has an easy open thumb stud. Still have to use two hands to close. It's wicked sharp. I've been testing sharpness with my thumb lately. It's a knife joke. I carry a lot of good Band-Aids. But this is a sweet knife. The buck 110 Slim Select Hunter. 110 Hunter. Set it out. I love the nickel silver bolsters, ebony scales. I have the classic brass and ebony model also. But this I easy grabbed out of my buck selection collection today. Next up is the buck 726 Spitfire thumb hole opener. This I had to clean up quite a bit to get the action to get smooth out when I first bought it. This is a very popular buck model, 722 Spitfire. They make a 726, which I also have and carry, but this one is a very aggressive, multi-purpose EDC knife, and it fits. This one I carry. EDC pouch. It's easy enough to access, it sticks out enough to grab. Easy deploy. This is a great knife for EDC. And again, it it shows the progression of modernization on the Buck. Although none of these is that modern. I think even this one, which is my most recent edition, the Buck 040 onset, has a stainless steel liner lock side and a G10 frame and scale, multi-purpose ceramic bearing pivot. Just a sweet opening carry knife. It's kind of large for EDC. I mean, it will fit into the carry pouch, but it's a little too hangy outy there. So this goes in the pocket if I carry it, but it normally comes with a deep pocket clip on it, but I hate the way the pocket clip feels in the hand. I remove it from all my Buck knives. No pocket clips for me. So I'll either use a pouch or just set it in a deep pocket, cargo pants style. You can one hand open these. There's and close. That's done without the bandage on the thumb. That's the way you get the band-aid on the thumb. If you're not careful with that blade, you can get a little bit of an idea how wicked sharp that is. It's S45 VN steel. I love that knife. That's a great knife. But in terms of everyday carry practices, I go with the Spitfire 722, or like I said earlier, the 112 Slim Select model, and I remove the pocket clip on that also. Liking all the Buck products, going back in time, 60 years back, sheath and belt carry for the working man, hunter, rancher. Then along comes a thumb stud deploy versions, lighter weight, Slim Select models that came out probably at least a decade ago. Same for the one of Spyder's Co. similarities. The thumb stud, this is well over a decade old design, but modern by old-timer standards like me. And this is, I'm figuring at least 7-8 years ago that came out with the Buck onset design, and they've had the flipper styles out for a while. One hand flipper style open Buck knife. Little pricey compared to the others even. Although I want to get a Buck Auto, 110 Buck Auto, 112 Buck Auto. They're well over $200 a piece, some in the range of $300. But in comparison to knives like Benchmade and some of the other premium U.S. manufacturers, these are cheap. Well made and fit the budget multi-purpose knives. These are in the $30 range, maybe $40 now. $50 range for the Buck Spitfire 722 models. $200 retail price on the Onset 040. And I got this one for $100 off from the Buck website. I think they're trying to do a shelf clearance. Or they're coming up with something new. Who want to come up with something new? Everybody complains about Buck having an antiquated manufacturing business, and I don't find that to be true. They have full line of CNC computerized manufacturing systems at Buck. They have a lot of hand finishing workers at Buck, but they're right up there. They just come up with practical knives, practical use, daily use knives. Everybody wants that big metal chrome stainless steel slab there on the side. They want that made out of titanium, and they want different things for handle, but I can see why they want the weight and balance of this knife with the blade. This is a great knife. A smaller pocket carry, I could see slimming it down a little bit, but for having this as a kind of a hunting knife, pocket carry hunting knife, and do-all ranch knife, do-all work knife, working in trades at a welding shop. This would fit right in. Yeah, go Buck. Go Buck or stay home. I'm really not that big of a fanatic, but I do like the Buck knives. I like the company. I like their quality commitment, their warranty commitment, and I like that they are members. They have Jesus Christ as a partner in their business. God bless all you knife nuts, and take care.